Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4, The Great War, with me, Alpha Pi Omega, and the Sublime Ottoman Empire. So the struggle continues. I have good news though. I looked a bit around before I started recording today, and I think that we are going to break the guys in Aden very quickly, and very soon, because our units are preparing for the attack, and they don't really have that much going for them. If we keep the pressure on, at a certain point we're just gonna switch to our heavy units, and at that point they will crumble eventually. Because all of these divisions are relatively weak. The only one that actually provides some semblance of resistance is the Indian Golden Arrow division. Here we're also doing really well. It might not seem like it, but the enemy divisions are losing a lot of power and they don't have any way to get extra supplies. So by cutting them off from the port, we have done a really good job. So we just need to take the port, and then this is going to be quick. At which point we are going to move our divisions over here, where I do not feel at all as confident about what we're doing as elsewhere. Now, we are doing good when it comes to containing the enemies, but we're taking heavy casualties and it's not really working. So I decided to send our reserve 4th Army Corps of the 1st Army down here to Baghdad, and they're gonna march here and support us, because until we get reinforcements from our heavy divisions, we're probably not gonna be able to do anything with this. Furthermore, they can always retreat from that area and reinforce, so that's not good. Elsewhere though, we're doing also pretty good. Our units are moving over here, trying to maybe even encircle the enemy here. It would kind of be good to take Port Sudan, because that's the biggest port the enemy has here. And in Tunis, our units, or Tunisia, our units are actually marching and attacking as well, so that's going good. In the Caucasus, the situation is a little bit more chaotic. I'm leaving it on the AI for now. Usually you saw me doing stuff my own way, but you guys sort of many times requested that I use AI more, so that's what I'm doing here. And it feels like we're fighting an inferior enemy, so the AI can handle that relatively easily on its own. The issue is you're just fighting in the mountains, so it's kind of hard to push through in most cases, but you can see that even, you know, in the combats I'm showing, we are always doing much better. What we're doing here now is we're getting the suppression, or lifting the suppression on art, which theoretically could give us 25 stability. I'm not sure what it's gonna do, and it's gonna give us 10% extra research and lower our daily political gain slightly, but that one is already absolutely horrific, so not much we can do there. And as far as equipment goes, we are doing good on most things, not on infantry equipment though, and not on support equipment, so that's something that's really bothering me. But we are greatly reinforcing these production lines, so hopefully soon we won't have any trouble. We can always reach out to our allies to send us some extra equipment, but I'm not entirely sure I want to do that. Oh, we'll see. Anyway, let's unpause, see what's up. You guys will need to get involved here very quickly. Now I'm also already considering throwing them in there now, because this unit is at such a low strength that I believe it would be kind of efficient for us to already push against them, but not entirely sure. I was also thinking one of these divisions could stay here to give us a little bit more of an edge, but I don't think that's worth it. It's such a bad province, you know. There's not much we can do with that overall. So the real and only place I really fear is this one, where we are obviously breaking our attack now. God damn it. Alright, we'll have to... Oh no, they joined. Alright, well... It's not really good enough, to be quite honest. You guys don't need to get in there. We're struggling for supply. I was considering extending the railroad and building a supply hub, but I mean, it costs 20k. But do we have a better idea what to do? I mean, it will take half a year to get it. You know, with uncertain results anyway, but It can be connected via a river. That's just so bad. I mean, this is such a bad place to fight because they took. Oh, we had a supply hub here too. Amazing. Okay, so yeah, great game. Thank you for that. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ Almighty. Well, we shall see. Why don't you guys deal with this? Actually, you might eliminate them. Oh. Alright, you guys are also struggling with supply, but I think we were building a port here, aren't we? Yeah, well, we're not really giving it too much, but we're trying to. Alright, well, that's the situation, and it's looking pretty good. You guys will be pushed out of there, you guys are also being pushed. Alright, I think I need to change the battle lines here a little bit. It's kind of let's leave it be. We'll deal with it a little bit later. So how's this looking? 2.6 now. Right, there's a battle going on. Yeah, they're just killing our transports. There's not much we can do with that. I could forbid this entire area if I wanted to. Let's see if we can do that, if it helps. I mean, is it forbidden even for fleets? Alright, so let's leave it as accessible for fleets. But there should be no trade routes going through here. Because we're incapable of doing anything here. Alright, well, this attack broke. Wait, is it one province or two? Yeah, it's one province. Alright. Let's just attack them. The death of Herbert Kitchener. Oh. After an attempt to send Field Marshal Kitchener to Russia on a military mission, the war hero and British icon's ship was attacked by a German submarine and promptly sunk. Kitchener's body was never recovered. Oh, that's sad, man. And I have more tanks there now, which is just great. And so I'm thinking at the moment we kill this unit, we launch an attack using our heavy infantry because it's already planning in, which is good. Now have much more of a success with everything. Alright, so the Caucasus front will be moving. Oh, there's more Brits coming here. Okay, far from me to tell you what to do, but it will make sense for you to support this. And we're also leading this attack pretty well. Another naval conflict, and in this one we have lost heavily. Yeah. Well, not great. We can't really do much here, can we? This is just really bad. Yeah, we'll need to build a supply hub here. I guess there's no other way to look at it than that. Let's actually build it here though. because I do not want to risk it being overran. You guys recovering? Yes, you are. I mean, it's not like we're gonna have a better idea of what to do. Yeah, you guys can eliminate that unit. At that point, we are launching an attack. Sounds like a good idea. Nothing happening on the other fronts. Can you guys... If you can just get rid of this guy, that would be amazing. It would have actually made a ton of sense for us to take this province behind him, so that we can eliminate him. For some reason we haven't been thinking about that. How long would that take you? 2 days, 8 hours. Well, in the meantime, it still might happen, to be quite honest. Yeah, we're not. We're not gonna be able to do anything here. They're just gonna reinforce constantly. So we just need to keep attacking them and hope for the best. Alright, so that unit was eliminated, which is our queue. You guys stop, and the first 2 divisions will attack. And that ought to be way more effective. It's not gonna be that much better, but as we circle in and back and have units join in and out, it will definitely be way more effective. Armistice broken on the Eastern Front. Oh yeah. German and Russian delegates summited at the peace table to cease to fight, redraw post-war borders, and set up war operations. But the Russian delegation stormed out of the negotiations, outraged by German outrageous demands for territorial concessions. In response, the armistice on the Eastern Front broke down. Oh, broken! Okay, and the Germans resumed their advance towards Moscow and Petrograd. With the front already crumbling, the Germans are redeploying troops by train at an unbelievable rate of speed, pushing forward further into Russian soils. Oh, I guess that doesn't really... Oh, really? Huh! So we'll encircle them before we actually do anything. Cool. Cool. AI doing AI things. 30.2, 30.1. 30, yeah, that's happening. They will get eliminated. So at least here is looking good. Here it's not looking good at all. You really don't have anything to say to this. We just need you guys to reinforce and then set here for a potential attack. You will retreat you guys, but until that supply hub is built, we won't be able to do anything really. So another factor is coming. This was a really low blow game. I hate you for doing that. But I guess I see the logic behind it. You want to make things hard for me, but I would have thought of much better ways how to do that. Alright, I have a feeling that a counter-attack here could be relatively easy. Well, no, they got decent division, so having them, waste their troops on us is a more reasonable idea. Alright, guys. Port Sudan has fallen to us, which is good news. You guys are reinforcing here, because they are actually striking at us really harshly. This is an interesting fight. Well, as I suspected, the Brits are coming in force. Oh, alright. And we are even seeing the British forces come up here. It's interesting, but no French to be seen anywhere. Alright, I say you guys go here and you support this. We need to concentrate our forces a little bit more, because... But I mean, yeah, but, you know, we have one place where we're always focusing, and that's where our heavies are. So that's the logic behind it. And I really don't think that, considering our current setup, we have any way to strengthen our units or train more. And I feel like we might really want to start importing equipment. Because our units are quickly losing ground. Alright, let's do that. I mean, we do want that advisor, but without equipment our units are gonna get toast. So we really do want to keep an eye on that. Alright, let's just hold the line here. You guys finish up, then you're gonna march down here, relieve them and attack, and we're just gonna keep alternating like that, hoping that it leads to something. Or we're building these stuff. Guess both of them actually have merit. I wouldn't attack Kukoik here. Not great. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We can push these guys. We don't have to really go too crazy here. We'll need reinforcements here as well, unfortunately. The guys are still drilling, which is also not helping with the equipment, but I really want them ready for a potential invasion down the line. Alright, 22... 43... What the other guy did? Are you, yes, you are fully stocked. I'm gonna change the attack. Yes, you have way... I mean, terrain and night is making it much harder, but you have a much better stats now, and you're fully rested. So you'll push through even more. Yeah, they're toast. This is not good. Unless they reinforce this area, which they will probably not. Aden is gonna fall to us very soon. This area, however, is gonna be a different cookie. That is a completely... The Dervish movement joined Central Powers. Alright. What does Senussi like? They do have some factories and even an army. Alright, with Port Said being taken and this area being taken, we even have a decent situation. We're pushing here. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna connect Port Sudan. Cool, we're actually doing great here. They were unable to stop us from a movement into their supply hubs, and that's gonna cost them a lot. Jesus. These units are really not joking. Alright, you guys need to get in here and relieve our current units. Hopefully you won't lose that much while walking. And we'll relieve these ones. Alright, that's going well. How's the rest looking? Now, offensives are failing and defensives are amazing, and the Germans are pushing onwards. Slowly. They took Vilna. I wish Ukraine would join in the fight, because that would have been really good. They would just invade and, you know, do whatever needs to be done. How are we doing on supply here? We need to take these areas, which we are now struggling to take, to connect our railway, and then we're gonna be golden. Alright, almost at Baku. So that's good. Oh, they threw in another unit. Nice. Alright, that's just one more elimination for us. And more gained equipment. I am not going to feel bad about that. 3.3, 3.2, yeah. And that's a full-on blown British division. The enemies here struggling. Cool. Not much to say apart from that. It is a struggle. The flies. Alright. Well, it didn't give us that much. It gave us just 10 stability. But the research bonus is in. Nice. And crippling emitters actually lost 5%. Alright. So we're down to minus 21% in research speed. Not a major game-changing difference, but a difference nonetheless. Alright, we're gonna go with... Yes, because we want these ones. Mostly just for the political power, honestly. But do we want it now? Manpower-wise, we're doing good. Actually, you know what? Let's get to this arrival of the Yildirim Army Group. Yildirim Army Group is one of the best well-equipped army groups in the Empire. Equipped with the most up-to-date European arms, we must deploy them into the front line. That might help us with the offensive in Basra. So let's get that one first, and we'll see how much it does for us. Alright, I just want to see... Oh, they deployed yet another one. Well, fair enough. I mean, it's just gonna mean that you lose more units here, but they're desperately trying to hold on onto this province. Which, fine by me. Or they feel like you might want to support this. Because that's gonna make us, yes, even stronger. Okay, so this one will crumble. This one has barely any strength. So do these guys, so... Well, they joined in, but it's not gonna mean much when this one goes away. Which it's going... Which it just went. And this one's gonna follow suit. At which point we might actually... circle... Oh no, you guys are still resting, so let's... I mean, the less units they have there, and the more we actually take them down, the better for us. So did we... No, 7 more days. Alright, you guys are coming here. That's gonna help significantly. I mean, they're also not doing great when it comes to their situation. I have a feeling we might see potential breakthrough if we push them hard enough. But the question is, how big would that be? Okay, are we the ones attacking here? Yes, we are. Alright. I thought that they were attacking us, but no. Alright, they're down to 3 units. And those 3 units are gonna bleed. Yeah, and they're bleeding really fast. We might actually see it fall till the end of summer. Alright, you know what I'm thinking? To avoid that... Oh no, we will... Let's see this attack break, and then we're gonna throw in this army with its full might and see what we can do. Alright, anyway, I think I'm gonna end the episode here. A pretty good result, generally speaking. So I'll see you all in the next one.